Durban are investigating a double murder after two people were shot dead inside a courtroom at the Durban Magistrates Court this morning. It's believed a police officer fired shots at his wife, and they were both there for a divorce proceeding. She had arrived with another man.
The aftermath of a traumatic scene. A 32-year-old woman and a man lay in a pool of blood inside a court gallery. It's reported that the police officer and his wife were going to finalize their divorce. The wife was allegedly accompanied by a man. As court adjourned, several shots were fired. The policeman's wife and the man who accompanied her lay dead. The suspect allegedly turned the gun on himself but survived. He is in hospital under police guard.
For now, we cannot talk much on the investigation, because we're in a very early stage of investigation, and he has tried to commit suicide. And as he's under police guard, for now, he's going to be charged for murder, double murder.
Court staff, including clerks and interpreters, had to be escorted out by police. The Department of Justice denies security was breached, but the alleged perpetrator is not stationed at the Durban Magistrates Court.
The law allows each and every police officer to enter any building in case he's having his identity ticket, to enter any building.
Police are investigating the motive. Sibonga Konkembata, SABC News, Durban.
Well, for more on this story, we are joined now on the line by the Department of Justice spokesperson, Mukoni Ratshitanga. Good evening to you, and thank you so much for your time. I mean, this is an extraordinary story, and I suppose the question on most people's minds will be, how on earth did this officer get through with a weapon, knowing, of course, that he wasn't there reporting for duty?
Good evening. Look, these are some of the questions that still need to be established. And the police are busy conducting an investigation which should hopefully be concluded soon.
He tried to commit suicide from the sketchy details that have emerged. Do we know how badly hurt he might be?
No, we don't. All we know is that he survived and he's in hospital under police guard.
One of my colleagues spoke to an official representing the department a little earlier on who outlined the situation that officers generally are allowed to carry weapons even if they're not from that precinct or that area, as long as they've registered in with an ID card. Is that something that you think may need to be reviewed at some stage?
Well, look, let's wait for the investigation to be concluded, and both the Department of Justice and the police are going to have to sit down and look at the implications of this incident for the entirety of the court system throughout the country. It is understandable that any official, not just in a court, but any public place, would, if a police officer positively identifies themselves as such, would allow that officer to enter a building with a firearm. But obviously, this incident does call for some circumspection on that kind of practice.
It's a particularly unfortunate occurrence, particularly as, of course, we've been marking the start of the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. I mean, this is a classic case of intimate partner femicide, and, of course, the murder of the companion of the woman who was killed.
Yes, it is a very unfortunate incident. I mean, it's as you say, it comes right at the beginning of the 16 days against violence against women and children. So from that point of view, it again illustrates the need to step up this campaign, as well as to conscientize society as a whole against about this scourge, and the need to treat women and children like human beings, as equals to men.
All right, certainly a story we're going to be watching. We thank you for your time this evening.